Yes, Checo, P1. Yes. Lance P3, Checo, Lance P3.
I'm speechless, guys. Good job, guys. Luis, asegúrate que Checo está viendo la carrera, por favor.
The world of Formula One moves extremely fast, and we have seen several changes in the driver lineup for the upcoming year 2025. In fact, just at the start of the season, we witnessed one of the biggest transfers in history, with Lewis Hamilton leaving the Silver Arrow team for the home of Ferrari. Today again we have a news that shakes the fans, and this one certainly does not seem to be as exciting as the previous one. Sergio Checo Perez will leave Red Bull Racing by 2025. Mexico's most successful driver from Guadalajara, who lived moments of glory and challenges in one of the leading teams in the sport, once again faces an uncertain future. Checo is no ordinary driver. He is a survivor in a merciless sport like Formula One, where only the best manages to stay. From his humble beginnings in Guadalajara to his arrival at Red Bull, Pérez has shown unstoppable ambition. But what does the future hold for him? Will he continue to fight in F1? And more importantly, will he ever have a competitive car again? Today we explore his trajectory, his best and worst moments, and the path he could take in the coming years.
This is us! Come on! Vamos! Well done, guys!
Sergio Checo Perez demonstrated his passion for motorsport from a very young age, but competing in Formula One, a sport dominated by European drivers, seemed like an impossible dream. At the age of 14 years old, he left home and moved to Germany to pursue that dream, leaving his entire family behind and having needs in a strange country. This was a sacrifice that marked the beginning of his path to the top. In his beginnings, he had a high number of victories in competitions such as the British Formula 3, the GP2 series, where he managed to be a runner-up, and then he had become a reserve driver for BMW Sauber. In 2011, Checo was finally able to make his debut in the premier category of motorsport with the Sauber team, once again making it possible for a Mexican driver to represent his country. His talent was evident from the start, and he quickly earned a reputation as a master of tyre management, a skill that would make him stand out in the years to come. By 2012, Checo was able to score 3 podium finishes with Sauber, standing out in races such as the Malaysian GP, where he almost scored a victory thanks to an impeccable strategy in difficult conditions. These results put him on the radar of bigger teams, and this is why with only 2 seasons Sergio was able to make the jump to McLaren in 2013. He was Lewis Hamilton's replacement. This was a move that looked promising. However, the team was in decline and Checo faced a difficult season. At the end of the year, McLaren decided not to renew his contract, leaving his future in F1 for the first time in doubt. But he finally found a home in a team called Force India, which would later be renamed Racing Point. Here he managed to show his ability to maximise the performance of cars that were not the most competitive. During this period, he scored multiple podium finishes and cemented his reputation as one of the best drivers in the midfield. So much so that by 2020, Checo had an incredible season with Racing Point, winning his first race at the Sakir GP after an epic comeback. It was here where he brought out all his talent, leaving us with some amazing overtakes. And after a few failed attempts, that night Sergio Perez finally achieved his first victory. This was the first time he was on the top of the podium. And we could say that he was at the top of his career. But the happiness was not complete, as we knew that for next season Checo would not have a contract, and his seat would be replaced by the multiple world champion Fernando Alonso. So once again he finds himself in a position where his future in F1 hangs in the balance. But
Hello, Richard.
Hey Sergio, welcome to Red
How you
Bull.
doing? Thanks, man.
Congratulations and welcome to the team.
Thanks, Richard. I'm so much looking forward to it.
Sergio Perez is confirmed as our race driver for 2020.
his victory at the Sakir Grand Prix caught the attention of Red Bull Racing, which signed him for the 2021 season, finally giving him a car capable of fighting for victories on a regular basis. For this 2021 season, no great performances were expected from the Tapatio due to the fact that the drivers go through a process of matching with the cars, but it was possible to see some flashes from the first races. And it was in the 6th race of the year, held in Azerbaijan, where he got his first win with Red Bull, taking advantage of a mistake by his teammate Max Verstappen and resisting the pressure of Lewis Hamilton. The Mexican people could not be prouder. He was also seen being the perfect shield bearer in 2021. During the epic battle between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, Checo played a crucial role as teammate, defending positions and helping Max win the title, and earning the respect of the entire team.
Oh, Checo is a legend.
Absolute animal.
He was nicknamed the Mexican Minister of Defense. Another highlight is his victory in Monaco 2022. Winning on the iconic streets of the Principality was a dream come true and cemented his place in Mexican racing history. For a moment, he was seen as a serious title contender with his teammate. However, his time at Red Bull was not perfect. In 2023, he struggled to match Verstappen's pace and had inconsistent performances that generated criticism. Although he achieved victories, his lack of consistency put him in a complicated position within the team. Hello, am I interrupting you? I'm taking advantage of your attention to invite you to be part of the growth of this channel. KindAmbitious is a channel designed to exploit the potential within you. If you like the content, please do not hesitate to leave us your like. Do not miss the opportunity to belong to an ambitious channel. For this year 2024, unfortunately, the performance of Sergio Perez was even lower, without achieving any victory and without obtaining important points to help Max in the constructors' fight, being surpassed by McLaren and Ferrari. And this is why today we live the end of the journey with Red Bull, being once again in a position where nobody would want to be. The announcement that Checo will leave Red Bull in 2025, while proving to be heartwarming, was not a total surprise to many, given Verstappen's dominance and the team's high expectations. However, it marks the end of an era that took Perez to the top of F1. And of course, this event leads us to wonder what's next for the ambitious Checo. Perez has experience, talent, and a solid base of fans and sponsors, but F1 is a sport where opportunities are limited, and despite staying in the sport for more than a decade, today his future is uncertain. Checo could look for a place in teams like Aston Martin or Williams, which are on the rise and could benefit from his experience. If not, he could follow in the footsteps of other drivers and explore categories such as IndyCar or the WEC, where his talent would surely make him a title contender. But if he prefers, with an already legendary career, he could also choose to retire from professional motorsport and dedicate himself to roles outside the track, as an ambassador for the sport or mentor for young talent, and thus be a support for Mexican talent. Checo Perez's talent is not in doubt. His career has been full of brilliant moments, from his first podiums with a less than competent Sauber to his undisputed victories with Red Bull. But his story does not seem to end here. Checo's ambition led him to overcome obstacles and remain in a sport where only the best survives. But now everyone is waiting for his next move. Tell us what you think. Was this the best decision on Red Bull's part? Or who do you think will be able to overcome the Mexicans' performance? Don't forget to let us know in the comments if you think Checo will find a new competitive team. And more importantly, will he be able to fight again for victories in the premier class of motorsport? Thanks for staying until the end of this video. If you liked it, do not forget to hit the like button. This will help with the growth of this new channel. And of course, be part of this ambitious community. Please do not forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.